next video is something that I have already kind of walked you through already, but I'm going to go into a little bit more detail for it to make sure that you know how to do this specifically, and that is department UC purchases. So like I explained in the first video, department UC purchases are when a department is using its individual department's funds to make a purchase through the store. So when this happens, we are not receiving any money immediately. We are going to receive the payment from the department towards the end of the month. So there's a very specific date that the department is charged each month, and it will get charged and taken out of their account and then given to the store like that. So the way to do a department UC is whenever a department comes in and wants to make a purchase, they'll grab the items that they're interested in, and then they will do the purchase through you. So what you'll need to ask is if they have their department number, and what you'll do there is you'll go through customers and you'll make sure you go down to department number. So whenever they give you the department number, which is usually a code that starts with like 100, it'll pull up all these different departments right here. I don't know which department I'm specifically trying to use right now, but we'll just say that it is CAB, since that's the first one, which is the Campus Activities Board. So you'll open it up, and in options, it'll have their full department number right here. So it's 9531100. So once you have done this, you'll click on this little gear down here and hit New Invoice. So it'll say that this customer has been assigned the institutional pricing, which basically just means that they aren't getting taxed for it, which is very good. So any item that a department buys from us won't be taxed. So let's say that they were buying just some headphones or something. We'll just go with Skull Candy headphones. So we'll go with a pair of Jibs, blue, again, like I've done in a previous order or a previous video. And so it will pop up like this. You'll need to make sure to give them a 10% discount since it is a faculty purchase. As you see down here, it says no tax, and the total will come out to be $8.96. So once you've done that, you'll go here, you'll click on Department UCs, and the authorization, like I said, is going to be the name of the person that's buying. So if you ask for their name and they tell you Jack Zirkle, which is my name, I'll type it in there, you hit save, and then you will print out 2 copies of the receipt. The first copy, you get them to sign, and then we hang on to it so that we know to bill the department at the end of the month. The second copy is theirs to keep. So it's pretty simple. I'm going to exit out of this since we're not actually doing this invoice. And the one tricky thing about department UCs is that, hold on, let me delete this product real quick by typing in my password. One tricky thing about department UCs is that items that have serial numbers, whether it's an iPad, an external hard drive, anything like that, we need to make sure that we get that item tagged. So what that means is if somebody was to buy an external hard drive through us, we would take that product to Toy, who is located in Chapel Hall, and what she does is she registers the product to make sure that the school knows that it is owned and operated by the school, and specifically that it is this person's product. So if it were to be billed to Charles Cruey, who is the store manager, as you well know, you would make sure to take it to Toy. Toy would register it and log it to let us know that it belongs to Charles, so that he can't use it as like a personal item, or so that he knows that it belongs to the school and not actually to him. And then they will deliver it back to us, and we can make the delivery to the department that purchased it. So I know that's a little bit confusing. Like I said, Charles and Susan will be able to help you if you have any questions with that. But department UCs are very simple, and you will probably have to deal with them pretty frequently. So be sure that you understand what to do. They can be a little complicated, but most of the time they aren't too bad. One last thing that's important about department UCs is there are certain items that they can't buy through us. So I believe that departments have a maximum of $750 that they can spend on one item. So they can't purchase laptops through us per se. Most of the time, if a department is buying something through us, it'll be like an iPad or a cord that they need or anything like that. And they can get certain iPads But other items that are more than $750, they have to order through a different company. So that's just something to make sure that you're paying attention to. So, like I said, it's really not too bad. Just make sure that you're paying attention to all the details that go into a department you see. And that is it for this video. Thanks, guys.